What is up, guys? It is finally time for the first vendor video since Warlords of New York and Gear 2.0. So let's get into these must buys. If you're new to the channel, hit that subscribe button, turn those notification bells on, all that jazz. Let's get right in to see what items they got this week. Alright guys, starting with the base of operations vendor. Now these videos are going to be a little bit different. I'm going to assume you guys are filling up your libraries with some decent gear that you're finding out there in the world. So for this week, I'm going to kind of focus on more what talents are out there and anything over 10% as a must buy. So like this AUG A3P only has 7% SMG damage, 9% crit chance. So I would say the 9% crit chance is high, and I'm going to focus on the talents. So Ranger is on this AUG. Now let's jump down to the P14. It looks like we have 7% assault rifle damage with Optimist. The 911 only has 6%, but it has Vindictive. The backpack has 57k armor, 28k armor regen, and 4.4 explosive resistance with Companion. The chest piece has trauma with 8.3 skill haste. The offensive mod is probably the best thing here with the 8.3 crit damage, so that's definitely a decent one if you haven't found a better one out there. The drone has 2 extra bombs, and the magnetic rail has burn damage, and for the sticky it has 5.4 damage. So not really too much. Like I said, the best thing here is probably this crit hit damage. That's going to do it from the base of operations. Let's shoot over to the clan vendor. Alright guys, we are here at the clan vendor, and there is a doozy. The Glory Days AR with 98.4k damage with perfect 15% assault rifle damage, 6.5 damage to health, and 8% headshot damage with perfect nearsighted. Receive 100% stability at the cost of 35% optimal range. If you're up close and personal face tanking, guys, this is not going to be an issue. I would buy just one of these because I found out that with the named ones you cannot take this perfectly rolled talent off the gun, but I would definitely grab one if you're using an AR. Next up, the tip of the spear gloves has 10.7% weapon damage, which is really good, and 15k health, which is not too bad to start off with. The Aces pads have 9.8% weapon damage and 9.4% skill haste. The Negotiators pads have 8.7% weapon damage and 9.9 skill haste. So that's also not a bad start if you don't have anything good. The SR1 has 10% marksman rifle damage and 87% headshot damage with rate of fire and Optimist. The chest piece has 11.2% weapon damage, 15k health, 7.2 skill damage with a mod slot and kinetic momentum. The G36 has 11% AR damage, which if you grab one of these, you'll be better off. It's got 7.5% health damage and damage to enemies out of cover with Optimist. The Alps mask has 12% weapon handling and 16.8% skill repair. I'd grab that for the skill repair. Let's see, the Richter and Kreiser pack has 10% weapon handling, 7.2 headshot damage, and the new clutch. It's just not the same. I'm going to be honest. It's not the same. The pads, the Araldi pads have 9.6% weapon damage, 10.5 skill haste. So as you can see, again, I'm going to point out that these little indicators is where your library is currently sitting for that stat. So 10.5 skill haste, that's a little bit better than what I've got. And 16.1% repair skills, which is better than one I got. Let's see here. The utility is 15.6 repair skill. The sticky is 5.7% heal. I'm sorry, chem launcher. The offensive mod is 9.8 crit damage. Now I grabbed one of these last night, which is why mine is right lined up there. This is actually a really good one to grab. And another chem launcher is 4.3% duration. So my picks here is the offensive mod. I grabbed one. As well as the named assault rifle, and all these gear sets have really good stuff too. So that's going to do it from the clan vendor. Let's shoot on over to the settlements. Alright guys, we are here at the theater. Let's check out what he's got. Looks like we've got the Black Market SASG with 6% shotgun, 5% damage to armor and preparation. The classic M1 has 6 rifle damage, 8 crit damage, and strained. The gloves have 6.6 weapon damage, 7.1 status effect, and 2.7 crit chance. The pads have 7.8 skill haste and 9% weapon handling. The defensive mod has 7.2% shock resistance. The secret mines have 4.6 healing. Shield has 3.4 holstered regen. And the Firefly has 4.5 duration. And the decoy has 4% duration. I would say the best thing here would be grabbing this, oh, not this one, the strain talent for your marksman rifle. And the pads, or I'm sorry, the gloves have decent weapon damage. It's not too much from here. Let's shoot on over to the campus. So check this out, guys. I'm really stoked that they fixed this. So as you can see, there is a blockade here, and we used to not be able to get into the settlement until you took out the blockade. That is no longer the case. Thank you. I got so sick of doing that to get in here. So thank you to the devs who fixed that. If that's a bug, don't fix that bug, because this is so much better. Now let's get in here and see what items she has at the campus. And again, thank you guys for showing love to the channel. Hopefully she's got better items than the theater, because the theater was kind of a dud. All right, let's see what she's got. Looks like we got the custom M44 with 8% marksman, 79% headshot damage, and 2.6 rate of fire with preparation. The LMG has 6 LMG damage, 4% to damage out of cover with killer. The Ritter and Kreiser mask has 1 skill tier, 12k health, 4.5 explosive resistance. And let's see here, the holster has, holster has 5.2 weapon damage, 2.5 crit chance, 13% health. Utility mod, 6.6 skill duration, not too bad. The chem launcher has 4.6 radius. That's always a good thing to grab right there. That'd probably be my pick from here. The Hive has 2.8 duration. The Pulse has 3.7 skill haste, and the Trap Charge has 3.7 duration. I would say the best thing here would be the radius on the chem launcher. I'm not super stoked about the items in the settlements, but again, this is the first reset, so everyone might need a little bit of something different. So if you need something awesome, that's going to do it for these. Let's shoot into the DZs and see what they got. All right, guys, we're starting off in DZ West. He's got the military M870 shotgun with 6% shotgun damage, 5% damage to armor with close and personal. The 1886 rifle has 6% rifle damage, 10% crit hit damage, and 5% to damage to people out of cover with preservation. The hardwired gloves has 2.9 crit chance. Ew. The negotiator pads have 7.3 weapon damage and 8.2 skill haste. The let's see, the Neptune gloves have 4.9 weapon damage, 6.5 hazard protection, and 9.5 weapon handling. Let's see, the Nolan gear pads have 78k armor, 6% skill damage, and 7% status effects. The defensive mod has 6.9 shock. The Seekers have 5.1 health. The shield has 2.9 active regen. The Firefly has 4.1 damage, and the decoy has 4.5 duration. That is the exact same duration as the other one. I would say my picks from here would be nothing. Save your DZ resources. Let's shoot to DZ South and see what they got. All right, guys, we are in DZ South. Let's see this Vector, 72.5k damage, 6% SMG damage, 7% crit chance with Vindictive. The FAL has 6% assault rifle damage, 5% health damage, and 3% damage to armor with nearsighted. The pistol has 11% pistol damage and 2% rate of fire with lucky shot. The True Patriot pack is sitting at 78k armor with 3k armor regen with an empty defensive mod slot. The True Patriot chest piece, 83k armor, 5.1 headshot damage with an empty defensive mod slot as well. The backpack is rocking 104 armor, 8.5 skill haste, 3.2 crit chance with an empty defensive slot and overclock. The Summit Alps chest piece, 5.1 skill damage, 2.6 crit chance, empty mod slot with kinetic momentum. Now this isn't too bad of a combination. Obviously the rolls are really low. The skill damage for the chest piece is higher than the one I have. But this is actually not too bad for a chest piece if you're running a skill build. If you can get that combination, it's actually a really good combination to have. The offensive slot has 4.3 headshot damage, the drone 5.9 health, the turret 3% burn damage, and the sticky launcher has 3.3 skill haste. I would definitely grab this True Patriot chest piece for the higher armor roll. And then I would grab, oh, I'm sorry, this, not the True Patriot pack, the 511 pack with the higher armor roll. And again, if you can get a chest piece with this combination, it's always good. So that's it. Let's shoot over to DZ East. Such a long run to DZ East, but let's see what she's got. We made it. All right, the SR1 has 6% marksman rifle damage and 61% headshot damage with Reformation. The MG5 LMG has 6% LMG damage, 5% to target out of cover and a close and personal. The Ace's mask has 7.1% weapon damage, 13k health, and an offensive mod slot. The Ace's holster has 4.8 weapon damage, 7.4 headshot damage. The let's see, the Hana U Corporation has 3.9 explosive resistance, 4% headshot damage with the skill tier. The Wervenware holster has 1 skill tier, 8% crit damage, and 6.9% hazard protection. The utility mod, 13.7 repair skills. The chem launcher has 4.3 burn strength. The hive has a 3% radius boost. That's always nice. The pulse has a 7.5% effect duration. That would be my go-to for here. The trap has 3.7% duration. I would say the best things, if you don't have Ace's stuff, this mask is a good start, as well as the radius of the hive. That's always a good thing. So that is going to do it for me, you guys. Thank you guys so much for checking out the video. Sorry it is technically a day late, but again, I got bogged down with the other videos. Next week will kind of be back to normal, if you will, because there's not any new stuff coming out. I'm going to cover all of the new season stuff. So next week's empty, but then the week after that, there's going to be new season stuff releasing. So in 2 weeks, we'll have some new season stuff to report. So those are the must buys for this week. Sorry, these videos are a little bit longer than I wanted them to be, but with everyone kind of needing everything right now, it's the best way to do it so that everyone can see what there is. So thank you guys for checking out the video. We'll catch you guys on the live stream tomorrow, 9 p.m. Central Standard Time. Later.
Perfect.